I know that I'm not gonna live long. And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night?
Hindi na bago ang bali-balitang ang mundo natin ay punong-puno ng polusyon. Minu-minuto ay tinatayang nasa 600 to 700,000 na mga plastic bottles ang itinatapon sa mundo. But that's 10,000 bottles per second worldwide at ang halos lahat ng ito ay napupunta lang sa mga landfills, dagat at sa ating mga ilog. At ang masaklap pa ay they outlived every single human being with approximately 450 years ang bubunuin bago tuluyang ma-decompose ang mga plastic. Pero what if there is a solution na imbes na ituring nating patapon ang mga single-used plastic ay pwede nating i-convert ito bilang gasolinang magagamit natin para sa ating mga sasakyan. Pwedeng sa bahay para pangluto, para sa mga naglalakihang factory at marami pang iba. You will hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Mare-recycle ang mga plastic, makakabawas sa polusyon ng mundo, magkakaroon ka pa ng gas at ang lahat ng ito ay powered o ginagamitan lang din ng solar power. So, what could go wrong? Yan ang misyon ng isang tao na may pangalang Julian Brown na sa kanyang pagpapakilala sa atin ng kanyang imbensyon ay ngayong 2025 ay ang kanyang buhay ay nalagay sa peligro.
I'm certainly under attack right now from in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open.
Sa bansang Estados Unidos, magsisimula ang ating kwento. Sa Tennessee ay there is one inventor who claimed the impossible na gawing gas ang mga patapon na plastic. Tinatawag niya ang kanyang imbensyon na Plastolene, short for plastic gasoline. Sinabi niyang masusolusyonan ng kanyang imbensyon ang polusyon ng mga plastic from plastic na sobrang tagal na ma-decompose to gas na mga gamit sa mga bahay-bahay o kahit anumang kagamitan na ginagamitan ng gas sa panahon natin ngayon. Si Julian Brown ay hindi isang chemist prodigy o nakitaan ng sobrang pagiging matalino. Noong kanyang kabataan, pinalaki siya ng isang school teacher at isang mekaniko. Wala rin siyang formal training sa pagiging scientist o engineer. However, since 17 years old ay through reading books at kombinasyon ng mga impormasyon na mababasa sa internet ay unti-unti niyang tinuruan ng sarili upang mag-develop ng kung tawagin ay microwave pyrolysis. At ang pinakauna niyang pinag-aralan ay ang plastic to fuel technology.
My name is Julian Brown, and I'll be explaining how I, at 18 years old, have created a microwave pyrolysis reactor, a device that turns plastic waste into fuel. Well, it all started back in 2021, and I was very upset after I read an article that said globally we throw away over 3.4 billion masks every single day, and in 2020 alone, 1.6 billion masks were thrown into the ocean. Now, masks, they're made of plastic, and unfortunately, whether they're in landfills or in the ocean, they'll be around for a very long time. I became pessimistic, believing we're doomed and we're all gonna drown in our trash like Wall-E or something. However, Mom always taught me that if there's a problem, there's a solution.
Now, naaalala nyo buddy, yung sinabi ko kanina na wala siyang formal training? Well, watching his video, explaining things ay masasabi kong legit ang kanyang nalalaman.
The alumina bricks, we custom cut them with a table saw to fit the circular design, and then they were sealed with a layer of Type S motor. That reminds me, microwaves are safe radiation because they are non-ionizing. I also had to design and built an electronics box for this reactor, so that way the high voltage transformers and wires were safely contained. And in terms of functionality, the thing works bloody amazing. Here's a demo video of me demonstrating the gases being produced and how they're highly flammable, as well as a video of me showing the end byproducts. As you can see, it ain't ashes, It ain't nothing but pure carbon and minerals, baby.
Now, years have gone by, approximately 3 years since in-upload niya ang kanyang video introduction sa kanyang imbensyon ay napakarami na ang nangyari. Behind the scene ay patuloy niya itong in-upgrade ng in-upgrade. Gumawa ngayon siya ng startup company na kung tawagin ay Nature Job. Sa YouTube ay meron na itong over 370,000 subscribers, 1.5 million sa TikTok at 2 million followers naman sa Instagram. Gusto niyang maraming tao ang makaalam sa kanyang imbensyon dahil sabi ko nga kanina ay hindi naman talaga siya sobrang yaman na tao pero malaki ang kanyang vision para sa kinabukasan ng mga tao. And as the days come by ay dito sa iba't iba niyang social media platforms ay patuloy siyang nag-post ng kanyang update sa ginagawang plastic to gasoline reactor.
My plastic into fuel reactor is operational and running great. Let's take a look at some of the fuels this thing is creating. We got some liquid fuels that are going to be forming down here. Oh, nice. We also make natural gas from plastic waste, which I collect into these bladders here. Once all my bladders get full, I compress them into my modified propane tanks. Let's take a look at this fuel that's been compressed. It's easier to see in a darker area.
Until such time na merong tao na naging interesado na to put it to the test ang kanyang imbensyon. Isa sa alang-alang niya ang kanyang kotse na gamitan ng plastolin para paganahin at mapatunayan ang kanyang mga claim. It's a very good idea, buddy, dahil manggagaling ang kotse sa ibang tao at hindi mismo kay Julian para nga naman mawala ang mga haka-haka na baka minodify lang niya yung kotse para mapagana ng plastolin. And the process is really simple at ipapakita ko sa inyo ang proseso.
So I have 3 days to make 5 gallons of my Plastoline gasoline alternative made from plastic waste. Why? Well, because I have a very exciting collaboration coming. We're gonna run a beautiful vintage car off of this fuel. There's a lot of work to do. Let's get started.
Una ay gigilingin niya ang kahit na anong plastic na makikita mo, ipapasok sa bakal na tubo and
I got a gallon of Plastoline, fuel made from plastic waste. You will see us put this in his car and we will see what it would do.
Kaya heto na ngayon, matapos makaipon ng plastolin, ay andito na tayo sa testing part dahil marami-rami na rin ang mga tao na nakaalam ng kanyang imbensyon sa tulong ng social media ay nagkaroon ng parang meet and greet at hinayaan niyang i-investigate ng mga tao ang kanyang claim.
So, in this can here, I have Plastoline, and what we have here is a beautiful vintage truck. And today, I'm about to put Plastoline inside of a truck and run it for the first time in history. So, I'm going to be pouring the Plastoline in right here. And right here, we have a hose that goes right to the fuel pump. So I'm going to pour the Plastoline in this can. And when the engine is cranked, it's going to pull the Plastoline directly into the engine inside of the tank. If you want to know what it smells like too, hey, and for the record, just off of the smell, can you guys, is it gasoline in there?
Yeah. Gasoline.
Well, it's you guys are supposed to say no. You're supposed to say it's Plastoline. Does it smell different from gasoline?
Yeah, it's way different.
Yes, yeah, it's different. So this is not gasoline that we just put in here. This is Plastoline. And we're about to make history right now. You ready, Bobby? Let's do it. Plastoline fuel. All right, everybody, he's gonna do a burnout.
Sinubukan niya na rin ito sa mga household items na ginagamitan ng gas. Ginamit na din sa medyo moderno namang kotse. At higit sa lahat ay ipinatest niya sa laboratory ang kanyang plastulin.
So on a gas chromatograph, what we found was that it's very clean, very minimal, nothing really out of the ordinary.
There you go, Ryan from ASAP Labs, 200 mil each for the fuel demonstration in Portland and in Eugene. All right, well, what do you think, Ryan, is going to happen? Do you think these engines are going to run this weekend?
I'd be more shocked if they didn't.
Matapos nito ay gumawa na rin siya ng GoFundMe upang makakalap ng pondo para ma-mass produce at maging commercially available ang kanyang imbensyon. Sa GoFundMe body ay humihingi lang siya ng $16,000. It's not an extravagant amount of money, more or less 1 million pesos lang para makapagsimula. Pero kung titingnan mo ang progress ng GoFundMe ay umabot na ito ng $30,000. Doble pa sa hinihingi niyang pondo. So ang ibig sabihin lang nito buddy ay maraming tao talaga ang interesado sa kanyang imbensyon. The donation is protected din ng GoFundMe. Ibig sabihin ay kung sakali na hindi maisakatuparan ang kanyang device at ang mga pangako niya sa mga taong nag-donate ay mare-refund ang lahat ng perang nakalap at walang sinuman ang mai-scam. Pero alam nyo kung ano talaga ang legit at hindi scam? Ang pagbebenta ko ng damit. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam ay nagbebenta po ako ng mga damit na super high quality talaga. Ang gaganda pa ng design tulad nito. At heto pa ang isa. Marami na ang nakasubok, baka wala ka pa. Nang sa gayon hindi lang kaalaman ang maibabahagi ko sa inyo kundi isang tangible na rin nahahawakan galing mismo sa akin. So ayun, sa mga interesado ay iiwan ko na lamang ang link sa bandang ibaba ng video na ito. Anyway, mabalik tayo. It's all fun and games nitong mga nagdaang taon. However, nung nakaraang buwan lang ay tila nag-iba ang ihip ng hangin dahil sa patuloy niyang pagsikat at pagdami ng mga taong nakaalam ng kanyang imbensyon ay tila may kung sinong tao ang nasa itaas ang natunugan ang kanyang revolutionary invention. Tandaan buddy na billion-dollar company ang kanyang binabangga at syempre hindi nila magugustuhan kung may tao na sisira sa kanilang pinagkakakitaan. Ngayong 2025 kasi ay parang biglang naging under surveillance siya this past few months at may kung sinong tao ang pinatitiktikan ang kanyang mini gasoline factory. Sinabi niyang may mga truck, mga kotse at ultimo helicopter ang minamanmanan ang bawat niyang galaw.
Look, spotlight right at me. I don't know what's going on. This is the third time this helicopter's been here. Look, it has a spotlight on it.
Alright, so for those of you who have not seen my stories on Instagram, 2 nights ago I was sleeping in Alabama where I work with my reactor, and there was a helicopter that flew really low and had a spotlight at 10 o'clock at night. Flew over me, shined the spotlight right into my windshield, then flew away, came back, did it again, came back, did it again, came back and did it again. It came 5 times, and this helicopter was flying so low I could feel the blades in my body. And I was recording it and posting it to my story, right? Letting everybody know what was going on. I was ready to leave. If it had done it a 6th time, I would have been gone.
Matapos nito ay muli siyang nagpost sa Instagram at nagbigay siya ng babala para sa mga taong sumusubaybay sa kanya tungkol sa kanyang kaligtasan. Ang title ng videong ini-upload niya ay "Something is happening. Keep me in your prayers, please."
Alright, listen everybody. I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working, I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout because I'm under attack.
And well, matapos ang lahat ng ito ay kamakailan lang ay naging tahimik ang lahat. 2 linggo siyang nawala. July lahat ito nangyari. Last month lang, biglang kumalat sa iba't ibang news agency ang report na biglang missing na umano si Julian at kinakatakutang pakana ito ng gobyerno o korporasyon at sinasabing pinatahimik na siya. Maraming tao ang nangamba, natakot at nag-alala sa totoong kinalalagyan ni Julian. Bigla na lang kasing hindi siya nag-post ng update sa kanyang mga social media page matapos niyang ini-upload ang nakakatakot na videong ito.
But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout because I'm under attack.
And as the days come by ay ang Daily Mail ay nagkaroon ng kontak sa nanay ni Julian. Pinaunlakan ng nanay ni Julian na interviewin siya ng Daily Mail at doon sinabi niyang okay lang naman siya ngunit laylo na umano ito dahil sa kaliwat ka ng pagbabanta at pagmamanman ng mga misteryosong tao sa kanyang imbensyon.
Inventor Julian Brown vanished from social media after telling his followers that he was being targeted over a product he developed that he claims can turn plastic into fuel. But we at Daily Mail spoke to Brown's mother, Nia, who told us he is safe but keeping a low profile for his safety. When pressed for more information, Nia Brown said that she could not provide more details in order to keep her son safe. Now, Brown's whereabouts remain unknown, which has sparked all types of conspiracy theories online. On his last post, Brown claimed that he was being attacked over the technology and asked his followers to pray for him and to screen record the video message.
Now, after all of these events na nalaman nating bigla siyang nawala, tapos biglang nalaman natin ulit na hindi naman pala talaga siya missing kundi naglaylo lang, ay sa pagsasaliksik ko sa kanyang kwento ay hindi kayo maniniwala. Natsyempuan ko kasi siyang live sa mismo niyang Instagram page at in-screen record ko ang lahat ng kanyang sinabi. Dito ay sinabi niyang parang hinahak naman ang lahat ng kanyang social media page ng gobyerno. And little did we know na sa kalagitnaan ng live ay biglang naputol ito na parang may nag-interrupt na kung sinong tao.
I'm back, it's really me. I came back. This machine is not mine. I did not come up with this. I have been bestowed upon a journey, and I am the vessel of everybody's faith and all of our frustrations with the world being in a state of waste and a state of people not having the power, and I'm here to change things like that. Because it's true. Because these attacks are only going to get more sophisticated. Like this attack that I underwent now was super advanced hacking. Now they can't get in, but they lock it trying to spam logins. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to save this live stream.
Marami ngayon sa comment section ang nagtaka at nag-alala sa kung ano ang nangyari. Ang iba sa live ay sinabing, "Yup, I think they got him," na parang gusto na lang ng kung sinong makapangyarihang tao na patahimigin itong si Julian. So ayun buddy, ang pinakahuling update tungkol dito sa kwento ni Julian Brown. And what do you think? Minamanmanan ba siya ng gobyerno para mapigilan ang kanyang imbensyon dahil tulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, billion if not trillion dollar industry ang kanyang binabangga kung sakaling ma-mass produce ang kanyang plastic to gas invention o isa lamang itong hocus pocus? Let me know sa comment section. And that's it for today's video. Yung clothing ko buddy baka naman maraming salamat sa walang sawang suporta, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.